Bonafide Hustler here. Bonafide Hustler here. Bonafide Hustler going down the road. Bonafide Hustler here. And I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff I found last weekend. What's going on, guys? It's Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from my garage. Been away for a while. Actually, I've been out of the state, and I went to a really cold state called Michigan. Now, I have a lot of respect for people out there that come from cold states. After visiting Michigan, that place was just, oh my gosh, it sucked. But anyway, I want to show you some of the stuff I found the weekend before I left. I really wanted to make this video before I took off, but I was just so pressed for time. Anyway, so here I am in my garage. Beautiful evening here in Austin, Texas. Couldn't be better. Had a great day. But I did find some cool stuff the past weekend, and that was last weekend. I did find some cool stuff today too, which I'll put in another video. So let's kind of get right to it. What did I find? Okay, so before I left, I went to a shed sale. And a shed sale is pretty cool, and I got on their email list. I've been to this shed sale many times. So they're a group from Missouri that actually clear buildings, and they clear stuff like hospitals or psychiatric places or old schools, but they actually happened to clear a mine, and they brought some of the cool stuff from the mine in Missouri down here to Austin, Texas to put in their shed and have this sale. So I showed up to it. It was really cool, and check out some of this interesting stuff that I found. So I found a little block like this. Now these kind of things do really well in antique booths. So, you know, it's good for like tools or something, and it kind of just rests there in someone's garage, but it's still totally uncleaned. And something like this in the antique booth could probably sell for about 10 to 20 bucks. I bought it for about $2. Alright, so I also found this really interesting phone. I don't know if I'm going to clean it up or not, but, you know, rotary dial phones are totally cool, as you can see. Call the Hustler if you want cash advice. Yeah, it's really neat. Got this thing for like $2, and I expect to, you know, with further research, I still think I'm going to probably be able to get about 20 to 40 bucks on this thing right here. And it's an excellent decoration, right? No one wants to actually use this thing, but it's a really good decoration in a house once it's cleaned up. Okay, cool stuff from the mining estate sale. Alright, now this is really cool. Check out these miner boots. All leather, wicked. Look how tall those things go, right? Does that not look like Titanic type stuff? Really neat. I'm probably not going to clean these things. The customer's going to decide how to rock it, okay? They might want it like this, and they might want to, you know, polish it up and make it look all badass, but who knows? Anyway, I think they're pretty cool. Alright, so I also found this thing that he said was some sort of tool mold that was used in the mining place, so I really don't know too much about it, and neither did he, but he suspected that it was some sort of a tool mold. It's extremely heavy. I think it's going to make a really good paperweight. You know, it's solid steel. I just thought it was really neat. I think, yeah, he charged me like $2 for this thing. In the antique booth, this could fetch about 15 to 30, just because how cool it is. Whoa! This is some cool stuff. Check out these money bags from like the 30s or the 40s, he said. Alright, so it says size J, open carefully, do not cut, please return to the Federal Reserve Bank. That is awesome stuff. So I got about, looks like 3 of them, the 3 best ones. And money bags are just a neat thing, so hopefully I'll put a bunch of my money into it one day, or things that I want to hustle. But I think in the antique booth, these little money bags can go for about anywhere between $5 and $10 a piece. I think I paid $10 for all 3 of them, or maybe it was less, but either way. Really good hustle score, and the fact that it says Federal Reserve Bank on there, and I know it's from the 30s or 40s, totally awesome. Okay, so that's pretty much what I found for the mining sale. Various thrift stores throughout the day, I stumbled upon this thing, and I know it's working. It's a Sony Walkman with a digital presets. I like this kind of stuff because, you know, a tiny thing like this, 99 cents, is definitely going to sell for about 25 to 30 bucks. So I know it works, it's totally awesome, and it's the one with the AVLS and the presets and this and that, but not with Megabass. But either way, I do sell the, or I do hustle the sports ones, but these black ones are pretty cool too. So just look around for those. And the preset ones seem to be the ones that people want. So there you go. All right. Now, if you guys follow me on Facebook, you definitely saw that I picked up this thing. What is it, right? Everyone guessed pencil sharpener, but it's not that. It's actually a stapler. So there it is, see-through stapler. Bought this for, I think, 99 cents. It says it right there. And I know it works because I saw it. That thing will probably fetch about 25 to 30 bucks on eBay. Definitely something you don't see every single day. All right, really cool stuff. So cool, weird, and funky is totally in. I didn't have to actually look at that thing and research it. I just knew that for $1, there's someone out there that's going to want to buy that thing for a minimum of about 15 bucks. But looks like that was the low end on the whole thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to get about 25 to 30 on this thing right here. Also at a garage sale later that day, found this wicked CWB wakeboard. I also put this on my Facebook, so go check it out if you want to see a better picture of it. But this is a CWB wakeboard, about 141 centimeters, anything around 135 to 141 you're going to know is for an average size adult. And they have really good bindings. These are CWB7 bindings. This entire setup, brand new, is probably around 300 bucks. I bought this thing for 10 bucks. It looks like it's seen water maybe 3 times. I expect to sell this thing in town right now for about 100 bucks. But if I wait for the peak season, which should be here about 4 to 5 months from now, I could probably get about 150 for this thing. But I'm not going to wait for that because the money I can make now, I can make a bunch of money based upon the money I make now on it. So I'm looking for about 100 bucks on this CWB setup. Totally awesome. As you can see, the bottom has no fading right here or any scratches. If you start seeing a lot of scratches in the middle section, then you'll know it's been on rails and sliders and things in like wakeboard parks. And the value of the thing goes down significantly at that point. Look at the edges of your wakeboard when you buy them. Make sure there's no crazy blemishes. A couple here and there is not going to matter, but just make sure there's no crazy cuts, big things where you can see the fiberglass, because that definitely eats into your profit as well. When you look at wakeboard bindings more specifically, make sure that there are no cracks in them. Follow every little crease and make sure there are no cracks. It's super important because you will find a lot out there in thrift stores that have cracks, and you don't want to touch those things. They're rendered worthless at that point. People do a lot of big stunts in wakeboard bindings like this, and as soon as they see a crack, they're going to be like, there's just no way I'm going to put that on and risk my ankles or my knee, in that kind of a binding. So they're rendered worthless if you start seeing cracks. If you don't see cracks, it's fair game. Whoa, so that's a lot of cool stuff, right? Well, later in the day, I decided to go to a bicycle swap meet. And you guys might be thinking, what the hell is that? Well, it's a kind of a thing, and certain towns in America have a, informal bike swap meet. They call them various different names. But the one here in this town calls it Frankenbike, F-R-A-N-K-E-N-B-I-K-E, Frankenbike. So maybe in your town there's a Frankenbike or something equivalent where people kind of bring all their stuff together, bike-related stuff, and every now and then you find some really cool things that are not bike-related. But if you're big into biking and you know how to spot quality bikes, bike parts, and bike this and that, a bicycle swap meet is a fantastic place to find profits because people deal in cash there, man. There's no credit card devices or any of that stuff. People just bring their stuff. You go, hey man, I'll give you $3 for that tire. I'll give you $5 for that awesome carbon stem, and that's how money is made. People don't care. A lot of these people that show up to these bike swap meets are ex-racers in town or people that are currently racing, and they just get this stuff as prizes and they don't care about it. And it's stuff that they have on the sidelines from building a totally different rig. When they start juicing up the rig, making it all fast. A lot of really cool quality parts comes off that stuff, ends up at these bicycle swap meets. So anyway, take a look in your town. It's just another avenue for you guys to make some money if you are bicycle educated, should I say. But check out this thing that is not even bicycle related that I found at the swap meet. All right, it's this Miller Lite thing. It's a light sign. All right, it's Miller time. Ugh. All right, and it works. Check that out, right? Look at all those back in the day hustlers getting hammered. Pretty neat. It's Miller time. I paid 15 bucks for this thing, and in the antique booth, it's going to fetch about 50 to about 100 bucks. People love this crap in antique booths. There's no way I'm going to ship this across America on eBay. I'm just going to let it sit in the antique booth, and I'm okay with that. And I'll probably make a local ad as well. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now, I also found this at the same person that sold me that thing This is not bike related. A pair of Vask Gore-Tex hiking boots. Now you know I made that video about Azzolo boots. Azzolos are awesome boots, so if you want to go check out that video, check it out here. I'll try to hyperlink it right where the finger is eventually. But other good manufacturers of boots, Vask, V-A-S-Q-U-E. Look at the craftsmanship of this thing, right? All leather, Gore-Tex, really good condition. Bought these for 20 bucks, so I'll totally score on this. I hope to make about 50 to 60 when it's all said and done, hopefully online kind of stuff on these. Alright, Vask, check that out. Alright, so one of the coolest things about being a hustler is when your friends know you're a hustler. And friends give you cool stuff because they want you to be happy. But the way I repay my friends for finding me cool stuff is I just sell it and I take them out to dinner, basically. I got a lot of cool things for free here from one of my friends that runs a convenience store here in town. People that with convenience stores have the coolest stuff, and a lot of things that they give you is really valuable stuff too. I have a really rare bike that I'll show you in one video that I got from this friend. And then recently when I saw him at his convenience store, I just passed by and said hi to him one day. He was like, hey, we're undergoing some remodeling kind of stuff, and here's some things you might want. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to be showing you these things from far away because they're kind of heavy, and as you can see maybe that they're down there in that box, it's a bunch of beer mirrors and cool things. So let's go take a look at it. Okay, so here I am at the corner of my video. Can you see me? Alright. A Corona light mirror. All this stuff is like brand new. Let's see here. A Keystone duck picture where the ducks are like cans of booze. Cool. Alright. I guess that's for like the hunter dudes. Another Corona mirror. It's getting bigger. Alright, there. And a Coors Light sign. Pretty neat. And a Dos Equis mirror. Only uncleaned, blah blah blah. Alright. So that's really neat things, right? And I'm probably going to ask about 30 to about 50 bucks for all that stuff. It's probably all going to go to the antique booth, because people at the antique booth, wow, that's not really antique. It's very man cave-ish. So all my stuff that's man cave related at the antique booth pretty much is not there after like 2 weeks to about a month. So if you guys find stuff like that, oh, there's such a huge market locally for it. And if you have an antique booth, don't hesitate to maybe stick 1 or 2 things in there just to see if it works. I guarantee it probably will. Okay, so, I'm doing him kind of a favor because I'm removing this stuff from his place and he doesn't have to like bring it anywhere else. But look at this crazy stuff. I'm saying stuff like 100 times in this video and I totally realize that, so just play along with me. But look at this. Big ass bottles, there's nothing in here, of champagne, It's just crazy. These are all little prop things that go in the stores to get more exposure on the champagne. So these are things from New Year that he just never even put up. And I got a bunch of this stuff. I mean, look at this. I could totally go to a bar and act like the biggest baller. I mean, you could totally floss this in a bar. What's up, baby? You want some Piper Heidsick? Ooh. Baller! But yeah, anyway. So big bottles like that, don't know what that stuff is worth, but it's free and it's gonna be worth something. So I took it. So that was some really cool things from that one dude's convenience store. I have one last thing to show you. Nothing crazy, I just forgot to show it to you guys. But I went to an estate sale earlier that day and found 19 brand new tapes, TDK Superior D90s. Don't know what all this stuff's gonna pull in, but I believe I paid about $3 for 19 tapes. That should do pretty well. You can equate this to like old printer cartridges and old maybe mini discs. There are a lot of people that want this old type of audio storage stuff, and yeah, when it comes to tapes, it's super hard to find tapes. I mean, I like to look at this like it's Kodak film from back in the day. Anyway, unopened, 19 of them. I think it's probably worth about 12 to maybe 30 bucks. So we'll see what happens with that. But I really don't have the urge to find Justin Bieber songs on the radio and press record real quick to see if I can get one of these things recorded. Remember back in the day how you used to have to do that and wait for it on the radio and you would press that little recorder button? I know. I pretty much dated myself on that one. Okay, so if you do like my videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Bonafide Hustler. Find me on Facebook, the Bonafide Hustler, and now on Twitter, YouTube Hustler. And another video to come soon. And it's good to be back, guys. It's good to be back in some nice hot weather, and I have a lot of respect for all you guys out there and gals in those colder regions. So don't forget to comment, like. All right, talk to you soon.